Hey guys, today we're going to talk about variation of contracts. Now, variation of contracts essentially means changing the terms of the contract by mutual agreement, amendment of the terms. Now, obligations undertaken by parties in one contract can be varied, changed in another agreement. Consensual variation can be by express agreement or can be implied by conduct. It doesn't have to be in writing, but please, if you want to vary the agreement, I suggest always do it in writing. But the consensual variation amendment must itself amount to a contract. That means the four elements of contract have to be present: offer, acceptance, intention to create legal relations, and consideration. Title on the law of contracts at 5035 stated that a contract which is not subject to any legal requirement to be in writing, but so happens to have been executed in writing, can be varied informally. In other words, doesn't have to be in writing, can be done orally. But as I said earlier, always try to put it in writing. I mean, if it's already in writing, how difficult it is to send an email, okay, stating the terms that you want to be varied, and then the other party, the recipient of the email, emails back, say, okay, all agreed. How difficult it is to do that. Treaty on contracts at 22032 state that the parties to a contract may effect a variation of the contract by modifying or altering its terms by mutual agreement. The agreement which varies the terms of the existing contract must be supported by consideration. It has to be supported by fresh consideration. In many cases, you can watch one of the videos I did on contract formation to know more about consideration. In many cases, consideration can be found in the mutual abandonment of existing rights or the conferment of new benefits by each party on the other by way of the variation. In many contracts, you would see this boilerplate standard clause along the lines of there will be no variation of this contract unless mutually agreed to in writing. So it is best practice when you want to vary a contract, amend the terms, to enter into a deed of amendment to individually amend each term, or you can, if you don't want to individually amend each clause, like for example, clause 4A is deleted in its entirety and replaced by the following. If you don't want to do that, you can just amend the agreement amend as it is, and then you can call it amended and restated agreement. So that's all I have to say about variation of contracts. Thanks for watching this video. Please click like and subscribe.